What's up, everybody? We are live. We have a special guest who I was unaware was actually going to be at NPS or Pipeline for 2022, and I had just been made aware of it probably yesterday. I was told that Tool Review Zone, and his name is Clint. He has a channel here. If you're unfamiliar, he has a channel here on YouTube as well as other social media places. If you've never met him, I will say he does a great job of doing tool reviews, testing stuff out. We don't always see eye to eye, and we have some disagreements. But with that being said, I wanted to bring him on after I had found out that he was going to be at Pipeline for 2022. I wanted to kind of get his take on a few things. But I don't know if you want to say hi, Flint? Clint?
Yes.
You want?
Vance, I want to say thank you for having me on this channel, which I got to be honest with you, I was somewhat surprised that you were even willing to invite me.
I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you taking out some time and coming on.
And like you said, we had some issues. Yes. You know, I'm not, apparently, you know, somebody just texted me now. Apparently I'm holding a hot dog in the thumbnail of this video for some reason. And
I'm sorry, I'm not aware. It's not like I
must have been a mistake.
Thumbnails.
I'll give
somebody here at the office. I will look into it tomorrow. I apologize if that's true.
And there's other things, you know, and whether or not the subscribers know or not, yes, we do have some issues. Mostly you getting on me. I'm not going to get it. Listen, this is bigger than that right now. We're talking about the Milwaukee Pipeline. I had also just found out that you were going.
Yes.
I apparently they were keeping it quiet from both of us.
So here would be my first question. And I wanted to have a kind of a general conversation about the event. You had been to what formerly was called NPS in 2019. We were there. You were there.
Yes.
My question for you is, in 2020, that changed due to the state of the world at that time.
Right.
My question was, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the virtual event or do you prefer the in-person event, and why?
Well, I'll be honest with you. The first time I went to NPS was, I believe, the first time you went to NPS. We were there together. I liked the hands-on. The problem was, I think they had some issues with NPS. And if anybody was watching your stream or my stream, they invited, I think it was what, 1,000 people?
Okay.
That were at that event.
Okay.
It was so hard to get footage of things because people were always walking in front of you. Go ahead. I think
no. I'm recollecting what
yes,
I'm recollecting what you're talking about.
Either or, they were walking in front of us. I actually got into an argument with a couple of people because I was taking video, and they were upset that I was standing where I could be taking video, and they weren't doing anything.
So wait. To be fair, because I want to get, they're not here to defend themselves.
They're not.
Okay. So you're telling me that they were there as an influencer as well, or a creator or whatever media, taking footage, and you were trying to get in front of them taking footage?
No, it wasn't even creators. It wasn't YouTubers I'm talking about. Every YouTuber that was there, I'm talking about just rando people, you know, people that were in the industry. Some are on TV shows. I won't mention any names, but some had TV shows. Some were from magazines that were there, but just wasn't putting any coverage out.
So they were just like,
pretty much
like leaning on stuff, and and you were trying to get coverage for your audience.
Yes.
For all the toolies at the Tool Review Zone.
They're not called toolies, but
so anyway. Wait a minute. All right. So what happened? How did the exchange go? I want to hear this. I don't remember this.
So long story short is, I was taking video. Somebody come up to me, told me to basically get the F out of the way.
No.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was pretty wild. And the worst part about it was a female, right? It was a female that was there. And, you know, I'm not going to swear back. I'm not going to, you know, get mad. I moved out of the way. But the problem is that there were so many people there. You just couldn't get the footage for the subscribers when you were doing the live streams or anything really. So it was really a disservice, I think, to the subscriber base. When you're trying to show them something, you had 1,000 people just swarming you and just trying to, you know, be up front for no reason. They're not putting out any coverage.
Right.
So that was an irritation for me. when they did the pipeline,
Okay.
I actually liked the pipeline. I think they did a good job on the pipeline.
Okay.
I thought it was for you had your watch party, right? I didn't watch. I just heard.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, I think
That's
I
fine.
did. I think I did see a couple clips. I think I seen a
Okay.
couple clips of yours. Long story short, the pipeline I thought was pretty good. We were able to get the information and put it out and then do the live streams. You were able to do the commentary live while they were doing that. The problem with the pipeline is you don't get to see them hands-on. When you have subscribers, during the live stream, they want to see the things being used.
So here's my thing. I like in person, and I like both. Like I could work with in person, and I could work with virtual, right? A lot of times, my whole thing is a lot of times the audience, the very cool gang, I see is in there. Palaki Johnson says, hey, Cuzbo. And Joseph Malinowski type, 2 great guys here. We appreciate that. Lawnmowers here. There's some others. Remember, type at VCG Construction. It helps me to see your comment. We're going to go over comments in groups. But we want to kind of talk about what we're going to expect at Pipeline for 2022. I want to kind of talk a little bit about the backstory. We're gonna move into what you could probably expect as far as new releases and such. But here's my thing. You look totally disinterested. That was rude.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I nodded off a little bit. I apologize.
Wow,
let me say this. I will say this.
Yes.
As much as I would love to say that I am here for you,
yes,
I have heard that the subscriber base on this channel, on your channel, is fantastic. I am here.
Terrific.
I am here for them. And I know that we share a lot of subscribers, a lot of the subscribers of the Tool Review Zone.
The Toolies.
Not the Toolies. Right?
The Toolies.
They just go by awesomeness. The best on YouTube. Best on YouTube. But here's the thing.
The Toolies.
We share, not Toolies, we share an audience, right?
Yes.
And I'm here for them as well.
Yes.
Quite frankly, the red background looks angry. I got a nice blue background. It's easy on the eyes.
It is your background is very cool.
Soft on the eyes.
The lights do look awesome. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna rethink the whole redness in the back. I don't want to be angry, Vince.
I was thinking maybe you didn't eat your cheesesteak before you come on today. And maybe
I don't necessarily like to be like are you trying to typecast me? I'm from Philadelphia. We have 5-star restaurants.
I believe that's
here.
Stereotyping.
Typecast, whatever. I don't want to be stereotyped because I'm from Philadelphia. We have other things to eat here in Philadelphia besides cheesesteaks, although cheesesteaks are pretty good.
They are pretty good.
So here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that virtual, we're able to get the content and put it out a little bit faster in a more professional, polished way, right?
Yes.
But when we go live at MPS or Pipeline in person, we're also able to get the content out and more in hand. Now, you guys can leave it in the chat. Which way do you like it better? If you've been here for a few years, we've done both.
I'm curious to know what they think.
Which way do you like it better?
Let's be honest here, though, right? So when it comes to companies putting on their own demonstrations, like the Pipeline, everything's going to work great. You're never going to have an issue with the tool. And that's not just Milwaukee. That's any tool company, right? Anytime they produce something, everything's going to be hunky-dory. It's going to be great. You're never going to have an issue. But at least when we're out there, if something breaks down or something stops working, or if it does work great, we get that in real time, Yeah. Is it heavy? Is it bulky? Is it, powerful enough? Is it something that we should be excited about coming down the line? That's why I like actually physically being there. And I think the subscribers love, listen, we're able to bring, and I know they brought the size down. There's only 60 people, 70 people going.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Are you aware? Do you know who else will be attending? Since you found out that I'm attending, do you know who else will be attending?
Well, I'm very excited to see.
I'm not certain.
Yeah, there's Tools in Action. Mark Thomas Builder is going to be there.
Wait a minute. Is it Tools?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not. No, I'm sorry.
I was going to say they're great guys. Love Tools. Yeah, great guys.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything from them. Usually they'll let me know. I haven't heard anything from them. I'm sorry. Mark Thomas Builder. I'm not sure if Dorsam's going to be there. I know Mark Thomas Builder is going to be there. Very nice guy. He actually inboxed me today and said that he was going to be there. That's the only reason I know. But the other guys,
Mark Thomas Builder.
Mark Thomas Builder, yes.
Dorsum, I got to be honest. Listen, I like Dorsum. I think he does a great job. Does a lot of legwork in digging up the patents and such. I got to be honest with you, though. I don't know if Milwaukee was happy about it.
Oh, with the patents being exposed like that?
Yeah. I think that they were not very happy. I mean, listen, a lot of the audience doesn't realize it. Like, you know, when stuff comes, when stuff is released earlier, leaked, or, you know, there's speculation, like we're going to do in this video, they're not necessarily, Milwaukee Tool is not always happy about that happening.
Yeah, it's not just them. It's, you know, listen, Milwaukee's known for these big extravaganza events, right? The NPS and then the pipeline. And everybody sort of like follows suit with that, right? That's why their marketing is so good. And listen, everybody's marketing is up to par. I'm just saying they do a really good job with the pipeline NPS. I constantly have people ask me, is there going to be an NPS or not? That said, I would imagine they put a lot of time and money into these events to sort of have that shock and awe. I could be wrong. So when somebody comes out and says, hey, listen, this is what's coming out, this is what's coming out, you're right. They're probably not going to be that happy.
Right.
I've had issues with tool companies that weren't real happy with me because I had released something early that I seen on the internet and I got phone calls. You know,
so we'll just ask, when is Pipeline again? Do you remember?
When was Pipeline?
When is Pipeline?
Oh, it's going to be Monday.
This Monday.
This Monday coming up. Yeah.
The 27th. Wait, I believe though, I think we
go. Oh, we get there. We get there Monday. Tuesday.
I think it's going to be the 28th. Tuesday, the 28th. Will.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going. We're going there Monday. Tuesday will be the event. So apparently, we're allowed to live stream, so they can see it on your channel. I know you like the live streaming. I think I
will. You be live streaming?
I will be live streaming
from the event.
I will, and I will make
the toolies.
Not the toolies. I will be live streaming for the Tool Review Zone subscriber base.
Okay.
I will probably get the best spot because I think I just care more. But we'll see.
It sounds like to me you bully women is what it sounds like from the what you told us earlier. But I could be wrong.
Listen, I will say that I do what I need to do for the Tool Review Zone subscribers. And if I have to step in front of your camera, that's what happens. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. You know. Anyway, let's move on with the.
So Lawnmower asked, "Does NPS have a media morning day?" I'm not certain. Like what I don't think we had. You have an itinerary yet?
No, I do not have anything. For what I can remember is we went out.
Yes.
There was no, you know, early media type of event. It was just, we got there, we had maybe 15, 20 minutes to set up.
Right.
They put us in groups. They did put us in groups. So I ended up getting the PPE, the safety stuff first. Everybody else got the cool stuff. I think the framing nailers were there and all kind of stuff. So it kind of, I guess, depends on what group you get put in and what you see first. I think they're going to do something like that this year. So you might be covering one thing and I will be covering something different, and then we'll switch it up. But I don't remember like a pre-media event.
Joseph Melanowski says that he doesn't like when Milwaukee Tool, and I'd like to get your take on this. Mm-hmm. You work very closely with them.
Do I?
Do you?
Joseph is awesome, and he is.
No, you work very closely with Milwaukee Tool.
Do I? I didn't know that, but okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I guess you don't.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. It seemed like it was pretty close. My fault.
I mean, it looks like you're putting a hot dog in my mouth on this thumbnail, but whatever. Go on.
Okay. So my question would be, Joseph says he doesn't necessarily like when Milwaukee releases a first generation tool. And then what they'll do is they'll revamp that tool in a second gen or a 0.5 gen to where that tool is then Packout capable or integrates with other parts of the platform. Do you have any thoughts on that? Like, what do you expect to see at Pipeline for 2022 when it comes to that type of stuff?
So it's like a two-part question. You're right. I agree with Joseph. So yeah, it does seem like they came out with the vacuum and then they came out with the sweeper and then they come out with other sweepers and people went out and bought those vacuums and then they come out with the Packout vacuum. They do have that tendency to do that. I will agree with that. So I have a feeling you're asking me what I think.
Yes.
So I, on my channel, asked the subscribers, what do you want to see? And there was a lot of responses. Number one.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking about at the show? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Is that what you're asking me? You wanted me to.
So my question was, how do you feel about that release when they do a first release and then later down the road, then they come out with this Packout Capable? Me personally, I'm gonna tell you the truth. My thing is that not everybody has Packout. Not everybody wants to invest in Packout, right? So why not do a simultaneous release, right? You're gonna have vacuum. Don't release a non-Packout variant at the same time as you release your new vacuum. Release both. Some people will want it to be Packout Capable. Some people won't. I think that the reason, instead of trying to sell two vacuums, in my opinion, the reason why somebody wouldn't buy a vacuum that's Packout Capable would be the additional cost.
Well,
what do you think of that?
I think this. I think if you have a Packout, you would buy the Packout, and you wouldn't buy the first thing that was released, right?
Okay.
So it's business, I would imagine. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, me thinking as a business sense, if they release that vacuum, somebody's like, I really want that vacuum. They go out and buy that vacuum, and then they drop a Packout vacuum. And it's like, oh man, I should have got that, but I already got this. Now I got to go out and buy a second vacuum. So I could be wrong, but I hear what he's saying, and that happens. And it's not just Milwaukee. It's I.
So do you think it's intentional? Is my question.
I don't know if it's intentional. Listen, with everything sort of going on, and I could be wrong. It might be intentional. I mean, business-wise, it would make sense to do that. That's two sales.
Yes.
Right. And it probably angers people, but you would probably go out, buy that vacuum. And I'm just using that for an example. And then you would go out, and once they said, oh, they came out with a Packout vacuum, you go out and buy that. So that's two sales. So if you drop both of them at the same time, you're only buying one.
I will say this for people that have invested in the first gen and then wanted to maybe upgrade to that Packout Capable or compliant or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
There is a big second, a big secondary market for used Milwaukee tools. So you could always sell that first gen. You know what I mean? Recoup some of your money.
You'll take a hit.
But you did get use out of it, though.
But what Joseph's saying is that this is like within a month or two. I could see if this was in like 2 or 3 years where they dropped the Packout, right? But this is in 5-6 months. You bought the vacuum 5 months ago, and then they dropped the new Packout, and they're like, "What the heck? I just bought this new vacuum, and now you come out with that."
Right.
What people might not understand is we see these tools basically when everybody sees them. Like we don't have an insight what's coming, what's not. We have no idea what's going to be at MPS. We can assume what we think is going to be there. But as far as it goes to Packout, like we don't know that they're coming out with a Packout vacuum or anything else Packout or like what he was mentioning.
Right.
They find out when we find out, right? We just got to push it to the internet and get it out. Right. So, I hear it, but business wise, they're probably making more money doing that.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
So you recently, or maybe it wasn't recently, maybe it's a little while back. What's up, Rick Washek? We also got a $2 holla from Skull Soul. Thank you. He says rigid sucks.
Listen, I just so you know, and I'm not trying not to say hi to anybody. This is Vegan Cookie Good live stream, which it's a very strange name that you went with. Vegan's Cookies Good. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like vegan cookies. Nobody knows, I guess people, but I guess you blocked me from being able to respond back to people or something because I'm not able to do that. So
all you gotta do is open the live stream. And you can see the comments.
Yeah, but I thought you
sounds like a lot of excuse making.
I thought you told me earlier that you didn't want me doing it, but that's fine. Listen, it's your live stream. We'll just go from there. Let's just get past it. What were you going to ask? And I apologize for interrupting.
Right. Okay. So a while back, you had made a video about what you expected or what your community was requesting to see at Pipeline. And I guess I'd like to run down the tools that you proposed or your community was asking for. Yeah. So I don't know if you have the stream up now.
I do.
Okay, so you can answer those comments if you really wanted to.
Oh no, I don't have the stream up. No, I have the video that you're talking about, the ones that I asked.
Okay. So the first one was a Milwaukee jump starter.
Yes.
Now, my question would be, how do you envision that jump starter? Would this be powered M18? Is this MX Fuel? Do you believe that they're actually going to release? Is this one that you think that they're going to release?
I will tell you and I'm not speaking for anybody, but I will tell you that I've heard, and not from Milwaukee, other brands. This is something that is very popular amongst their engineers,
Okay.
right? A jump starter slash charger.
Right.
Those draw a lot, right? You're going to need a bigger battery. And I don't think they can do it with the current M18 platform or really any battery out there from any company at this moment. MX Fuel, you might be able to do that, but that's not going to be something that, Joe Schmo is going to go out and throw in the back of his car because those batteries are crazy, insane, expensive, right?
Okay.
If they could come up with some type of M18 jump starter, that was number 15. That was the least amount requested, but one of the top, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Right. It was one of the top requested on that page, but not as much as some of the other ones on here. So yes, I don't know if they can do it. I know there's a lot of interest in other companies talking about doing this.
Okay.
I just don't know if they're there yet with the battery power.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, you have the battery jumpers now. I would imagine if you put a couple M18s in there, you probably get one jump out of it for an emergency.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
My next question would be, you have an MX Fuel 2-stage snowblower.
Right. Hold on one second.
Who are we saying hi to?
Cole. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, Cole, come on in.
Sorry. All right, shut the door. Are you? Oh, he's watching the live stream.
Yo, tell him get subscribed and tap the bell and hit the like button. He'll get 7 years of good luck.
7 years.
Hello, Sam Perry. James Mokarski hit with a $2 holla, and he says VCG and tool review zone of the Toolies Nation is Socrates and Plato philosophizing.
I like that.
He's a good dude.
Which one's which though?
I'm cool with either one. It's fine with me.
Okay. All right.
How
I
you
believe
doing, Sam Perry?
Socrates was probably a little smarter, so I'll take that one.
I'm more of a Socrates kind of guy.
Okay.
So MX Fuel 2-stage. Now in your rendering here, we still see a gas engine. That would I don't know exactly how this looks like a pretty. I'm not trying to be totally mean. Looks like I don't know who does your photoshopping for you, but this is pretty terrible. So my question would be, do you really believe that there will be a 2-stage snowblower, and will it be on MX Fuel?
First off, I think that looks great. You got the MX Fuel and 33 other Milwaukee stickers there. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe those swim goggles are getting in your way, but I will tell you this. Yeah, wipe them down. Thank you. There you go. All right. I will tell you, a lot of people have been asking for. Now, Ryobi has done it. And that's the other thing. You pronounce Ryobi wrong on purpose. So I think irked me. That's besides the point. Ryobi. A lot of people are asking for this. The only thing I can imagine them doing now, the Ryobi works great, but you got to put a lot of batteries in there and you need large batteries. I think something like this, if they can open up that MX Fuel line, right? That's going to have a lot more power, a lot more runtime. You got more torque on that. I really believe that you're going to open that line up to a lot of other people. I would buy that.
I gotta be totally honest with you. I think that when it comes to MX Fuel, so far, I feel like they're dropping the ball. I feel
it's a very niche.
I feel like the platform is although it. I think for the success of that style of platform, yeah, you need large contractors, right?
Yes. But
don't you want to expand it? I think the bigger it gets, the platform gets, the less it will help to bring the cost down and such.
That, and you're not hearing about it as much. You just don't
because it doesn't have, in my opinion, enough universal offerings.
That's it.
It's very specialized, like you said.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Are we going to see this?
I don't think we're going to see it this year. I'm hoping we see it soon. I mean, if they can listen, they're going after professionals, right? They're going after contractors. As much as I love their M18 mower, and I truly do, I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
This has to be a fuel. A riding mower, I think, would be awesome.
Right.
Ryobi got them. They came out with a new battery pack. They're putting it in there, right? I think it was like an 80 volt. I can't remember. But long story short, put the MX Fuel in there. If you're going after contractors, they'll probably spend that money, especially in states that, if you're living in a HOA, you have to be quiet. These are quiet. You don't hear these battery powered things, right? Not like gas.
No.
The other thing is too, a lot of these places, I think California's trying to get rid of gasoline. If I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
They want all battery power within
They
like
said
5 or 10 years.
It causes cancer.
Yeah, everything.
Gasoline
everything
causes
does.
cancer.
Yeah,
They're gonna get rid of it.
everything over there. So long story short, if they can move that line, you're going to open up that line to a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And you're going to sell more of those tools. And I think more people would get into it. They don't all want just the heavy, concrete stuff. That's not a big enough niche.
I was kind of shocked when they released that M18 lawnmower. I thought for sure that was going to be MX Fuel.
Yeah. And like I said, it could still happen, but I think that's where they would need to go. I really wish they would, or I hope they do. I don't think you're going to see it there this year though. But that was one of the most requested, that and a riding mower.
Chris R9, we appreciate your help. He says Vance and Flint, Diablos for life. That's a good one.
Diablos. I like it.
Clint said Diablos.
Diablos.
Train 382 says, I agree, Vince. Milwaukee is dropping the ball on MX Fuel for sure. I feel like we see such an expansive platforms when it comes to M18 and M12. I just don't know why they're not pushing MX Fuel. I got to be honest. I feel like, and I'm just being honest here, they're just not pushing it. And if they don't push it, I feel like it's a line that's not going to.
It's going to fall by the wayside.
So zero turn. You kind of alluded to zero turn. My question would be, with zero turn, do you think we're going to see this?
This year, again, I don't. For some reason, it seems like they really take their time with the outdoor power equipment.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough buzz. Maybe there is. I think now that they push at M18, they want to try to get as many of those out as they can and then maybe move it up.
Right.
But I'm telling you, maybe I'm wrong. Leave it in the comment section below because I'll come back and I'll look as well. If you're a landscape,
according to you, Flint, we're going to Milwaukee next Monday to see no new tools so far.
Not outdoor power tools. I don't think so.
What about that? What about that jump starter?
I don't think you're going to see that either.
Okay, let's move on to the next.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you're going to see anything.
You're not going to see anything. Okay, great.
Right.
All right. So,
in case you don't know what that is, that's a sander.
This is a drywall sander.
Drywall sander.
What do you think?
I think it's possible. A lot of people have asked about this.
Yes.
A lot of people want it. Listen, DeWalt doing a great job. I think with theirs, a lot of people seem to like it.
Can I be so like I don't
go ahead.
I get so confused, like bizarrely confused, right? So Milwaukee's the company that says they want to be full cordless.
Yes.
No, cordless job site. Get rid of all the cords. Okay. Yeah. And here is an instance where it's a perfect fit. There's no reason they can't produce this tool.
Yes, I agree.
Here's the conundrum. Okay. The conundrum is their vacuum cleaners at this point are not Table 1 compliant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Their dust extractor is corded.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another hilarious point now. Milwaukee Tool announced like last week, and it did not make any real news. They made a Bluetooth switch, and it was focused towards their corded vacuum. Because what else would you use it for?
Yeah, it's very strange, right?
That is weird to me.
It's weird. I mean, like you said, I will agree with you. It's rare, but I'm going to agree with you. This is one tool that I would imagine is. Listen, I'm not an engineer, but it seems pretty simple to put out. I mean, Wen has one. WEN. Wen has one.
But here's the thing. They can make this. Once again, we're going to go back to the vacuum thing. How come there's no Table 1 compliance?
I don't know. I think right now sometimes they seem to just be, and this is not just Milwaukee. It's everybody.
Is it too big? Too quick?
Well, no. It's just such a rush to get everything out. They want to be the first. They want to do this. They want to do that. And I think sometimes they, either maybe trying to cut the cost of it or whatever.
But they could
sometimes they rush them out.
They could have literally had an entire cordless solution.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And
So
why? And here's my thing: you don't have a cordless dust extractor. Why fall back on your corded and then create a solution for switching on it? That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
I don't get it.
It's very confusing sometimes, and I'm hoping to see something like this. I'm hoping to see, listen, drywall is a huge business, especially right now. I mean, they're building houses all over around here.
Yeah.
This is something that people will buy. This is something that people want. I mean, obviously this is on the list, and this is not what I want. This is what the subscribers want.
I don't mean to feel like I'm yelling or venting at you, Clark.
It's normal.
But I know you work very closely with Milwaukee Tool. So I was hoping maybe you could relay some of this information to them.
I mean, listen, I think they take me maybe a little more serious.
Homehouse says, "What up, Cusbo?" What up, Cusbo? So remember, type at VCG Construction helps me to see your comment, and we can answer some questions. And if you have a question for Flint here, you can light a fire under me by typing at VCG Construction. I will ask Flint for you. He is our inside track to Milwaukee Tool. He works very closely with them. Let me see here. Milwaukee seems to be more focused on automotive tech versus DeWalt focused on construction.
Yes.
Maybe?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Let's see here. What do you think here?
I'm not seeing it. Remember, you blocked me out of it.
So thickness planer.
Oh, yeah, thickness planer. So battery power, not, I think that's going to draw a lot. But listen, they want to go 100%, right? They want to go 100% cordless. Everybody, even, I don't even know if Makita sells theirs anymore. They had a thickness planer. Ryobi got one.
Right. They have a cordless thickness planer.
Yeah, they have a cordless thickness planer. DeWalt, this one here sells like crazy. I got this one. I actually have this, but a lot of people want a planer, whether it's corded or not, which sort of brings us to, one of the other things that we'll talk about later on this list. But they want more woodworking. Like somebody had mentioned, they do a lot of, electrical tools. They do a lot of mechanics tools, but I think they sort of fall short when it comes to the woodworking, the carpentry, and things like that, where I really think that's a huge niche. And I think DeWalt sort of owns it right now, but they could really expand out and grab the market with this.
Just so you know, Chaka Gillis says he doesn't care how you pronounce Ryobi. He says they're still trash. We appreciate your $2 holla, Cusbo. So you're saying you think we're going to see this thickness planer, or we will not see a thickness planer?
I don't think we're going to see it, but it's something that a lot of people want. I don't think we're going to see it though.
I'll tell you what, Alex says we need a coffee maker and a hot dog roller for the job site.
Guess what's on this list?
Is it? I'm gonna scroll through it. And Gio, we appreciate your $5 holla. He says VCG Construction, the Hilti Sander vacuum combo is top hot dog. That's what he says.
There you go.
What about a MIG welder? That would be pretty nice. I think that, I don't know. That would be a couple of MX fuel batteries away there, Joseph.
I mean, they just came out with a nibbler. I mean, it looks like they're getting into some.
They're moving towards the metalworking.
They're moving towards the metalworking. So, I mean, I guess it's possible.
What am I
looking at?
Yo, what's up? What's next here?
What? So we go to.
Do you think that there were actually? Is this what we're talking about?
Yes.
A corded option. I'm going to, before you even go any further.
Go ahead.
I know I just said that they came up with a Bluetooth solution for their corded tools.
Yeah.
Which is going to sound very bizarre for me to say this. There's no way this is happening. No single way on God's green earth are you going to see this from Milwaukee.
Well, think about it. We've seen the new vacuums, right? They're good. They're battery powered. But when you're pulling water with those things, the battery just drains, right?
Okay.
They came out with a corded head for that. You had to buy it separately. They did come out with the corded head. Listen, I get it. I know they want to go 100% cordless.
Yeah.
It's a business thing, right? Once you sell the tool, you don't make no more moolah. Right. But you buy the batteries, that's a little extra moolah. This right here, so many people leave comments about this, with their table saws, their miter saws, and even though those are built battery power to take them other places, listen, if I'm working in the shop, I don't want to be changing batteries all the time. I just plug the damn thing in.
I got to be honest with you. I say this all the time, and people sometimes miss it. When it comes to large diameter saws, like your table saw, your miter saw, most of the time, especially like this is the reality of it. If I needed something to be portable, I'm going to be using a smaller miter saw. I'm not going to be toting around a 12-inch miter saw. And that's why I feel, and there's a finite number of battery cycles in a pack. So give me a corded option. I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, but even though, I mean, think about it, like the Milwaukee table saw, it's very light. It's pretty portable.
I gotta be honest with you. I feel like the table saw is lighter than the miter saw.
It is. It's definitely lighter than the miter saw.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah,
so if you went with like a 10-inch or you went with a 7 1/4, this would be awesome to see.
Here's the thing. I feel like even though the table saw is lighter and you might be able to cart it around a little bit more often, those long rips, they drain the battery.
So either come out with a massive new battery.
Like what? Like a 15, 16, 20 amp battery?
16, 20, whatever.
Do you think there'll be a bigger battery?
I think they're going to have to. The Walt just released one, I believe. You know, a couple people are going bigger with their batteries. They're going to have to. Now,
is bigger better?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get more runtime.
Are you from Texas?
Listen, I don't know what that means. I'm just being honest with you. You know, from Ohio. I tell you that. You're just trying to confuse me again.
What are we looking at next here? An undercut saw?
Yes. This was another one that people want.
So it's tired of using oscillating multi-tool. I mean, there's already a solution.
There's always just a solution, but if you're somebody that's building houses, boom, 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 right? Yeah. And you're kicking them out and you're doing molding or finished carpentry, this is what they're asking for. Remember, this isn't for me. You know, I'll use my miter saw, but I'm not kicking out the work like these guys are on the job every day. Imagine how much faster that is.
Okay. Oh, we're going to say it. What platform is it on? Is it on M12, M18?
It would be M18.
MX Fuel?
It'd be M18, I would imagine.
This is going to be M18?
I would imagine. It's a possibility. You might see that. I hope. I mean, these are things that people want.
Stud scanner?
Stud scanner. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of surprised. Like, everybody in the world has one of these things. I know the market's sort of like oversaturated with it, but why? I mean, same thing with tape measures. I mean, everybody has one. They have one. Put one out. You know.
So tape measure. What about? They don't have a laser measurer, do they?
I don't
think so. I won't tell you this much. I like their laser levels. I think they do a pretty good job with their laser levels.
I haven't tried theirs.
Pretty good.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I hear you're pretty respected in the tool community. The next one here,
I'm very disrespected in the tool community. Hot glue gun?
Yes. I hope to see one of these. Listen, I know there's people that dislike Ryobi, not Ryobi, but their hot glue gun is fantastic. A lot of people want one in Milwaukee. Every time I bring, what do you want from Milwaukee? They say hot glue gun.
This, in my opinion, they'd sell like hotcakes.
I know.
There are so many uses, and like people are like arts and crafts.
No, I use it constantly.
Plenty of applications in construction.
Yes.
For a hot glue.
Yes. Yeah. So I would love to see something like that. Tell me that's not a good render.
Whoever does your Photoshop, you're paying too much.
Let's move it.
I'm not trying to be rude. You know.
That's cool. Whatever. Let's go to the next one.
You think they're coming out with a fishing pole?
A fishing pole?
Yeah, fishing pole.
You just never know. You want to put money down on it? I'm going to say no.
Okay. So then the ice auger is what the focus was, not the fishing pole.
Well, you can put fencing and posts in and stuff like that, you know.
Wait a minute. Oh, I see you digging. There it is.
Yeah, the Ryobi had one a couple years ago. I think it was like a year and a half ago. They came out with this. It's like a fence hole digger. You know what I mean? Or a post hole digger. And it's great. A lot of people want this because a lot of people are putting those fences up. A lot of people working out there. They're drilling holes, doing what they need to do. Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool. M18, listen, I think the Ryobi is a 40 volt. I think they could pull it off with an M18. And here's the thing. That mower, whether people want to admit it or not, from Milwaukee, that's a 36 volt mower. 36.
You're correct.
It's a 36 volt mower.
So are two of the vacuums. 36 at this point.
Or oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. I can't remember what the higher gallon. I can't remember. What is it like the?
I gotta be totally honest with you. I mean, we could kind of go over my list in a minute if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to know what you think.
So here's my thing. I think that I agree with you. Yes, we're going to see larger batteries. You're going to have to, because Milwaukee at this point they've dug their feet in. They're not going to be abandoning the M18 platform for a higher voltage platform. They're going to, but and the reason I knew that was because they're now doubling up on batteries in specific tools.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I really thought maybe this year they come out with like a stacked lithium type of deal. And what you said, when they started going with the 36 volt, I'm like, there's no way.
So okay, to kind of jump off of that, are you saying you don't believe Milwaukee will be doing any pouch lithium?
I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would not hold your breath on that.
Why? Tell me why, though.
I think they're too invested. They love their battery. They love their battery technology. That's it. They want to stay with it. They don't want to do the stacked lithium. I think that they want to do their own thing. I think if DeWalt comes out with something, they want to be the first. They don't want to be the second. I could be wrong, but I really don't. They love their batteries.
So here's the thing. I'm sure you're aware. You probably are the one that filed the patent for them. Milwaukee Tool was, over a decade ago, when tool companies were still using NiCad. Well, some of you might be unaware. Some of you, this will be old news. But what happened was Milwaukee Tool was the first company to situate a battery pack using lithium-ion cells, cylindrical cells. And they patent that technology, the configuration. So any company that uses, and I don't know how long royalties last, if a patent wears off, like if it runs out.
I heard it's still going.
So they still are paid royalties.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they're still paying. So if it's Makita, if it's DeWalt, if they're using those cells,
yes,
they're paying a.
So what then my next question would be, does that mean that DeWalt, because they're DeWalt and Flex, both are using stacked lithium technology,
they wouldn't have to pay the patent fee?
They're not paying that patent. Now, here's another thing. Does that mean that DeWalt and Flex can, instead of worrying about paying royalties, they're able to invest more money in their tools and R&D?
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I don't know how much the fees would be. I don't know if it's 10%, 5%, 50% of whatever they make. I'm not really sure. But I would imagine these companies, look, there's only a few major players, right? I would imagine that they have the money. If they want to come out with a tool, they just come out with it.
So we have one of our moderators who chimes in. Always, it seems like he's very clairvoyant. Howie Z says, there are other kinds of batteries coming out soon, JS.
Just saying.
Yo, DM me on the tweeter because I want to know what you're talking about. Wait a minute. It was Howie Z.
Howie
Sorry.
Z. I remember who it was. Howie Z. I remember your name, brother, man. I didn't forget you like 5 seconds after you read your comment.
Wait, what?
You couldn't remember who said that. It was Howie Z.
I said Howie Z.
You called him something else.
Lawnmower?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just looking at the Milwaukee lawnmower.
I'm just saying, I remember names.
And we need better batteries for the lawnmower. Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah, I said that. Like,
always so difficult.
All right. So yeah, Ryobi has one. It's a 40 volt. I would like to see an Auger. Now, did you go to the next one?
Yeah, the Domino.
Okay. Now they're not going to come out with one like this because there's still a patent on the fence tool, right? If you're woodworking, you really want to see.
What about a biscuit joiner?
I don't want to see a biscuit. Now DeWalt just came out with a biscuit joiner. I really don't want to see a biscuit joiner. A lot of people don't like them. I think they work okay to hold things in place, but I want to see more woodworking tools from Milwaukee IA.
I still use biscuit joiner.
They're not bad. A lot of people just don't like them.
I still use a corded biscuit joiner, as a matter of fact.
Listen, man, if you ever seen that Domino, have you seen this thing?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're
like $4,000.
You're saying you want to, yeah, that's all the accoutrements with it. It comes with dominoes. It does come with a case.
Yeah, but
there's organization there. Yes, it's expensive.
It's a brilliant tool.
You're paying a premium, but you're paying for a system. They've thought it all through for you.
Yeah. It's brilliant. I'd love
Okay.
to have one, but I can't. I'm not.
So what you're saying is you think we're going to see a cordless biscuit joiner from Milwaukee?
I wouldn't be surprised to see a cordless biscuit joiner. I know DeWalt just released one, and for some reason, I don't know how this works. It seems like when one company comes out with something, another company comes out with the exact same thing, not too far behind. You know what I mean? So there must be some sort of inside negotiations going on over there, behind the scenes.
I personally, when you say more woodworking and all, I think that on the construction side, carpentry side, I want to see a track saw finally.
Keep going through the list, brother man. Just we got it all worked out. Subscribers don't get it wrong on the tool review zone, brother man.
The toolies are a great bunch.
They're not the toolies.
A roofing nailer.
Yes,
a coil. Is this okay? My fault. This is a coil nailer?
Yes.
Are we going to see a two varieties or a single variety? Is it going to be roofing or is it going to be siding? Or is it going to do both?
Siding is a big one that has been asked for a lot. Roofing nailer has been asked for more.
Yeah.
I think a roofing nailer is very possible. They already came out with a whole line of nailers, right? They got the framing, the pin, the brad, the finish. This would make sense. Can you imagine how nice is it? Listen, I put on a couple roofs. I don't like being up in heat. I'm weak and feeble, right? But I can tell you when I was dragging those hoses, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a freaking nightmare. Trip hazards. This would sell, I believe, like hotcakes.
Here's the thing, and I agree. Here's the thing. I'm just not convinced. When you're talking about, we're a GAF certified installer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need like 11 nails per shingle. I mean, the roofing crew installs the nails like 11 nails and is like in a matter of a second.
Right.
I just don't think that cordless is, me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that cordless is there yet to replace pneumatic, but maybe they'll have new technology.
As far as it goes with speed, I'll disagree with you. As far as it goes with longevity, I agree with you. Okay. Right. I think, like, look, the framing nailers, the pin nailers, the brads, the finish, I can't keep up. I mean, you're on Rambo mode. It's crazy.
This is the thing. Yes, they need, you need both. You're going to need the speed. And I think that they can do it.
Yes. But
we can't, you can't be out of warranty, 2 roofs in.
But here's the thing. It's not even that. It's these things are up on hot roofs all day long. The battery's sitting in the sun. These things might overheat. So that might be an issue. Yeah. Right? It's a possibility. I think it's a possibility, though. You may see something like this. I think if they were to put it out there, it would sell.
I think I agree. I think that would be awesome, possibly for repairs, smaller roofing projects.
Yes.
That would be my opinion.
Yes, I agree. All right. So the next one. I don't know if you're going to see this. A lot of fans, a lot of this, a lot of coolers, coming not from Milwaukee, other brands, battery powered, little heater, maybe, dual power. I know they want to go cordless, but a lot of people want that heat. They want that heat. You're telling me that's not a good render, bro?
You want heater. You get it like a DeWalt 887. You run it hard. It'll keep you hot.
That looks like an original Milwaukee fuel heater right there. The way that's put together.
That's an awesome job.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We're going to see this in MPS?
I don't think we're going to see it, but it's one of the top requested. I think it's number 4. That's the number 4 top requested on the tool review zone.
I get a coffee maker before you get a heater, okay?
Listen, bro, it's just keep going through the list.
What about the MultiMax here?
A lot of people want this as well.
Now here's my thing. I don't think you'll see this. There's no way, because Milwaukee wants to listen. I know that the Rigid fans, and I know you're a big fan. You work very closely with Rigid, and you love their tools.
Apparently, I work closely with everyone. Go on.
Okay, well, let's. Our first tool test raw, tool duel, as you call it, the toolies call it.
Mm-hmm. Not toolies.
What tools you run? Rigid.
Yeah, but it wasn't the.
You're a big advocate.
Listen. Rigid, their Gen 5X line, I loved it. I thought it was great. Their Octane tool, I think they started slipping. I think they started going the wrong way with things. They start coming out with things that people didn't really like, and even I started getting up. So go ahead. I see you're very.
So you think that honestly, something that and I'm just asking. I know the Toolies want it.
Not Toolies.
Do you really believe that Milwaukee would pick up where Rigid left off?
There's a market
and create something like okay.
Listen, leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think?
Fair.
Yeah, what do you think?
Please leave a comment in the comment section if I'm way off base, or do you think that Milwaukee would adopt this type of platform?
Here's a couple, real quick. Here's a couple positives, a couple negatives, right? Number one, a positive, you get all the pretty much tools you need in one.
Yes.
And it's not as expensive. Okay. Yes. I know they would make more money selling each individual tool, but you get the little bag. I still use this every once in a while from Rigid, right? That said, it's sort of like a one fit all. It's good at a lot of different things, a lot of different functions. It's not great, right? It's not as powerful as the Octane was on a recip saw. It just, there was less power, but you had more choice with the tool.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a market there. I mean, I think they would do good. They got rid of this. This is no longer being sold for Rigid.
Right.
I mean, that's clearly a Milwaukee, you can see.
I will say I had my hands on the, I was impressed with the MultiMax because it did do pretty well. I am definitely not a multi-purpose tool guy. I like things that are purpose built. But they did a good job with that one tool.
You know what people were upset about with Rigid? The number one gripe I get with Rigid, the tool. No,
you couldn't warrant your tools.
No,
that they discontinued and were unclear about so many things on their platform. That they got rid of the Octane batteries. That they changed the way their structures were.
Yeah, they were upset about that.
Their fan didn't have 10 actual mounting points.
Did you not eat a Philly cheesesteak? You're getting hangry.
You're like, what were they upset about?
This is why I can't do this with you.
Just pick one.
You see, I'm being nice to you, and you start yelling at me. I didn't make the tools.
I know that you're very close with Rigid. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just, I'm frustrated.
Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Do you know why?
You were no Tom Brokaw, I'll tell you that.
Do you know why this was so great? This tool.
Oh, no. What I was saying was.
I knew you'd remember.
No, the multi-tool. I can't remember what the hell the name is now. It was the MultiMax or Mega, not Mega, MultiMax, or the interchangeable.
MegaMax.
No, the interchangeable head for the oscillating tool that Rigid had.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it called? Yeah, MultiMax. Right.
Yeah, calm down.
People loved it. People loved it, and they got.
Check your blood pressure.
You're getting out of Mountain Dew. They loved that tool, and they got rid of it. Yeah, they got rid of that tool. They discontinued their line, and now they're going with the max output, and they're bringing everything back into that. But I think there's a market there, and I think if they would sell that, I think you might see something like this. Maybe not like the MegaMax, but the smaller version. Maybe I think people would like that because Rigid doesn't make it anymore.
Fair enough. So microwave coffee maker. I don't believe that there will be a microwave. I think that we might get a coffee maker. This
it's possible. Listen, this is a huge request, and I'm sure it's not just on my channel. I'm sure it's probably on yours as well. I'm not going to talk, for you. A lot of people also, though, leave me a comment saying, "Why would I need a coffee maker? Why wouldn't you need it? Yeah, why wouldn't you need a coffee maker?
Why do I need a coffee maker? Oh, let me guess. You drink Red Bull. It gives me wings. Get out of here. We drink coffee.
It doesn't make sense. Like, have you ever been on a construction site? The first thing people go for is not their tools. It's the coffee. You need the coffee, or in my case, Mountain Dew. This is huge. Now, the Makita Gnome has one, right? I heard it's not. I think you make 1 cup of coffee and the battery's drained.
It's like 1 5-amp-hour battery.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, 1 5-amp battery. You get like 1 cup, which is kind of, that's a massive draw. I would imagine you're heating up that element. But this would sell, man. Like there's so many people that ask for this. The microwave would be fantastic. I think it's a bit of a draw. Yeah. Again, these are things that not necessarily. I think we might see the coffee maker. I hope we do.
Yo, I'll tell you this though. You can bash. I mean, I love Makita. Mm-hmm. I know you bash them
very pesky,
relentlessly.
Mm-hmm.
They have a cooler.
I know. I was just talking
warmer.
about that.
Did you say a cooler warmer?
I know. I seen the cooler. I seen the cooler that keeps everything chilled. I didn't know there's a warmer on it.
It's a warmer too, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Makita gnome gets in there, gets all snuggly, when it's cold or whatever. But
why do you resort to just calling people names like Snuggly? You know what I mean?
Sorry, I didn't mean to use that foul mouth of mine.
Why did it gotta be Snuggly?
What else?
We're on to the fuel track saw, but before we do that,
why?
Stephen Lee with a $2 house says coffee, please. Thank you.
See,
I agree.
Stephen knows. I mean, how many people? Listen, please.
Yo,
go ahead.
J. Ron Man says coffee. Water's where it's at. Yeah, we agree. You have to stay hydrated.
Did you
know
say
what I mean?
water?
Water, yeah.
Water?
You need high quality H2O.
Oh.
You know why you need high quality H2O?
Why do you need it?
To make your coffee.
Oh.
And let me ask the chat before we move on. Okay, let's just say you don't like coffee. What would you think about a substitute like a coffee flavored water? What would you think of that? All right, we're moved on to a fuel. It looks to be a fuel track saw.
Okay, listen. I'm just gonna say it. They need to have this here, and I would be completely shocked if they did not have the Milwaukee IA track saw at this event. If they don't, I'm going home. Because I'll tell you
here's the deal.
People are gonna be upset.
We could be Twitter Lily Winks. We could play Twitter Lily Winks all you want here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you definitely don't watch the channel here.
I've heard of you.
We literally leaked this tool like a year ago. It was on the Home Depot website. Now, listen, there's no way that they're not. I don't have specifics on it, but it's coming.
I believe I seen it on the Mark Thomas Builder channel.
What did you see on Mark Thomas Builders?
The track saw information. Maybe it was your channel. I don't know. I don't really watch.
Did Mark Thomas have it on his channel?
No, maybe it was you. It might have been you. Maybe it was you. Okay, maybe you leaked it.
Be careful. You'll be getting Mark Thomas a phone call and a cease and desist from MultiTool.
No, I believe you did leak it, and that is not the only place. Apparently, there was an event. It was almost like an NPS style event in a different country where they had banners of it all over the place.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Well, I'm not talking about nothing.
I'm telling you. But it's gone off the Home Depot site. I'm imagining that they're probably tweaking whatever they need to tweak or doing whatever they need to do, but they have to have this saw. They have to have this saw at the NPS. And I will
Jason Reynolds says, here's the thing. If M18 track saw is not released, then my money goes to Ryobi because I have their batteries also. TTI still gets the money. Here's the thing. Milwaukee Tool, because I know you'll all be watching it tomorrow or whenever you're going to watch, or when you're on ours, you'll be watching this live stream. Here's the deal. If Ryo, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've used the Ryobi extensively. It's pretty doggone nice. If Milwaukee can't, at this point, release something comparable, there's a problem.
Yeah,
Listen, they want things perfect before they release them. At this point now, you just need to release something. Yeah. That's my point.
And then come out with a pack-out version like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, they'll have a pack-out version like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, now you can buy it in a pack-out.
I think this is the first time you've ever made me laugh. It's pretty funny. I'm sorry. I said that out loud. Long story short, they need
you made me laugh. The first time you made me laugh is when I saw the thumbnail that everybody put together with you holding a hot dog in the picture. I'm like, look, he's holding a hot dog.
It's just very shameful. Very shameful. That said, I almost guarantee that will be there. But I want to know, first off, please.
Do you really pronounce Milwaukee that way? Milwaukee IA?
Milwaukee IA.
That's got to be aggravating.
Milwaukee IA is, I believe, the true way of saying it. It was like 100 years ago.
It means the good land.
The good land, Milwaukee IA, and then they shortened it.
Wait a minute. Is that what they?
Yeah, something like that.
Did they say that? Milwaukee IA?
Milwaukee IA
No, it's Milwaukee.
No, it's
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. But see, you got me all screwed up now.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee IA. And I will bet money they will probably have this. But I don't have no money. So, I'm just saying. They're going to have it. I feel pretty confident. Now, but I want to know what your subscribers think. If they could leave it in the comment section, what do they think? Or what would they like to see? Because listen, just like you said, Vance.
Yeah.
They're probably going to watch this video, right? They're probably going to watch this. They will probably look at the comments and see what people want. That's how they know what people want. It's from these comments in the comment section below. You know, they hear people and what they want to come to market. So leave your comment in the comment section.
Alex Chacon typed that VCG construction. So this is the reason I'm seeing this and reading it. It says, tell Flint not to be ashamed of his weenie. It's pretty funny.
You should have used a kielbasa.
I had to read it. So I think I would agree with your list of things that we will possibly see and stuff we will probably not likely see.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody here is aware that MultiTool actually did make me a one-off coffee maker.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but here it is. It's Packout Capable. It's coreless and it's brushless.
Is it on the? Are you showing it right now?
Yes, it's on.
You blocked me out of the. I can't see it.
You can see it.
You wouldn't send me the link. I asked you to send me the link. You wouldn't send me the link.
It's up on the internet.
You said watch it on your own or you figure it out or something like that. No, this is how it started.
Dave DePius says in Milwaukee we pronounce it Milwaukee.
I believe he's wrong.
And the lesson.
How does he say right?
I would scroll through here. It's pretty funny. I think that a lot of the toolies from the Tool Review Zone, we must have some in common because they also requested a microwave.
What, in the comment section?
Yes, we have. I'm in our top 5 tools.
How nice would that be?
Need from Pipeline.
How nice would that be?
I think that Jason Reynolds did the equation and said that it's feasible based on the battery technology and the watt draw of 720 watts.
Jason's a smart dude. I would go with what Jason would say.
I want to see if we have any questions for our guests from the Tool Review Zone, Clark.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm reading through now. It says KJ says at Clint Tool Review Zone, Milwaukee needs a lunch warmer, lunch rolls around, and warm hammy and cheese sandwich.
This is what I'm talking about. This is genius stuff. I mean, this is stuff that people would. Could you? I just imagine being like when I used to work in a mill or out in the field. My stuff was either really lukewarm or really lukewarm. It was never cold. It was never hot. Could you imagine being able to put a hot turkey sandwich in that bad boy and keeping it on?
Would it be open faced with gravy though?
No gravy. No gravy.
Cranberry on there?
Maybe. It could be possible.
What if the food got all mixed up? Like
you're making this very confusing.
What if they put like stuffing on top of your open face with gravy?
If it would keep it warm, then I would say yes.
What if your food all mixed together?
You can't mix food, bro.
Why not?
You can't let things touch. No, the salad runs into the sauce. You got to throw it all away.
Oh, you're one of them.
I'm one of them. I'm not. I'm not a monster.
Oh my Lord!
I know it. Civilized person.
I know it.
If the mashed potatoes touches the chicken, it got to go.
Wow. I'm a guy. I mix it all together. I put my corn in my mashed potatoes and put. Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you a toolie? The foods can't touch.
What do you do?
Or do you get the gravy, put it in with the mashed potatoes and the corn, and mix it in with the turkey, and then start shoveling it?
What do you do? You put your Philly cheesesteak and mix it with your other Philly cheesesteak?
That's the camp I am in, yes.
Got like 5 Philly cheesesteaks?
Mr. Locke says, track saw or we all rage quit Milwaukee. Rick Washek says, Milwaukee better have a track saw. David Feldman says, hello, gang at VCG Construction. Now hit the like button. We appreciate that. Yo, Construction Cronies is here. What up, Chris? There will be a M12 hammer drill coming, says Talent Lee. Cool. They already have they have an M12 hammer drill already. I don't know exactly what you're.
But is it a fuel? Is it a fuel?
He said M12, so it doesn't sound like it's fuel. But they already have one. I don't know if he means a new one. If it's a new generation, I'm not certain what he's talking about.
Yeah, they did release one not too long ago. I think it was like 8 months or 9 months ago or something, right?
I don't think so. We're all caught up. We're all caught up.
Are we?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions for Flint here? Now, here's the thing. I think that with their higher draw tools that they've been releasing, like the lawn mower,
which I take full credit for, by the way,
and the vacuum cleaners and such, I think it's pretty much a lock. You're going to see. I did a video of my own top 5 tools of what you can expect. You can go above Flint over there and click a link because I'll add it later on.
What do you want to see?
I think it's a lock. I want to see a track saw.
Okay. After you've seen my number 1 pick, you want to see track saw. Go on. What else you want?
I think that a higher amp hour battery is totally necessary at this point.
They're gonna have to,
because if they're not changing battery platforms, if we're not going to see like a Makita style 40 volt, 80 volt platform at this point, you're going to have to up the amp hours. I think it's a lock. You're going to see a 16 or 18 amp hour battery on the M12 platform.
18.
Milwaukee, DeWalt did 15 amp, right?
I think it was like 15 or 16.
15 amp, 15. Flex volt capable, so it's 2060.
Okay.
It's a lock.
They got room. They have room in all the tools for that.
Milwaukee will one-up them and go 15 amp or above, in my opinion.
Okay. I think you're probably right. It would be nice.
KJ says Milwaukee slow cooker. Super brisket. Start at 7 a.m., noon. It's done. Pressure washer for Michael Molsey. Possibly.
These are all tools, let me say this, that Ryobi have now, or just announced. We were down there. That's when you neck chopped me. Remember that? They have these. Yeah, it was in the video. I got it on video. It's on my site.
JoJo says Packout ladder. I like that idea.
That's a good idea. But here's the thing. See, these are great ideas. But here's the thing. I think they test them with Ryobi, not Ryobi. And then if people like them, if they sell, I think they bring it up into, I think they skip over rigid, and I think they just go to Milwaukee, right? So I think this is a possibility. You might see this, maybe not that this year, but you might see a battery powered pressure washer next year or 2 years from now. You know, once they get it figured out.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I'm confused here. Are we talking full battery power pressure washer?
Ryobi has one. Ryobi.
No.
Yes, they do. Yes. They got a full battery powered pressure washer. It's not that powerful. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Maybe you already said this and I zoned out because your voice is just drones on and on and on. Are we talking MX Fuel? Is that what you said?
I would like to see something like that. I think that would be great. I think that's the only thing you're going to be able to get that PSI out with. It's
MX Fuel.
That's an MX Fuel. Yeah, they're going to have to. I would love to.
There's no way that they could do it on
the MX Fuel. Really is the only thing that has potential to do some of these major tools as of now. You know, you can get the 18 volts and even the 40 volts. That MX Fuel has the potential to really open up that tool line. I'm telling you, they could put some really cool things out if they wanted to with that MX Fuel. And I hope they do. Whether or not we see it this year, I think we might see something MX Fuel. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Train says, guys, thanks for getting together. It was great. I got to run. Pizza time.
It wasn't that great, but
Train wants a pizza oven.
Listen, I agree with every one of these comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. The people that told me that the subscriber base here, the Very Cool Gang, they're correct. They are good people. They're smart people. They are
great.
They are nailing it.
The Toolies are pretty awesome as well.
They're not Toolies.
String Bean is here. String Bean has commented. Hey, what's up, James Gray? He says folding pack out chair seat. I like that one.
They might even have that. They have a lot of accessories that people. That's the other thing. I want to see accessories like little things. You know,
Brian McFarland wants a Milwaukee personal neck fan. String Bean said, "Where did it go?"
String Bean. He's been silent lately. I haven't heard much from String Bean.
He says, you and TRZ don't stop fighting. I'll put you both in the corner. I don't think we're fighting at all.
I think this is the best we've gotten along ever. Like ever. I don't understand why. Like I try to reach out to you. I try to be cool with you.
Milwaukee
you
could
put me in a hot
introduce
dog.
graphene. There you go. Stephen Lee says Milwaukee could introduce graphene batteries into the M18 platform. Graphene is currently being researched in Israel for the auto industry. Now, would that be
I've heard that. I've heard it.
People have talked about solid state batteries. Is that where graphene lies? Are you versed on that at all?
No, I'm not. I know it's a new technology, and he's right. I've seen it somewhere that they're working on this new technology, and it's supposed to be crazy awesome. I guess it's like, long lasting, and you can run the charge forever on these things. But I heard it's great stuff, but it's in development now. I don't think you're going to see anything like that, at least this year.
What if they dropped it? What if they dropped that?
It'd be great
at Pipeline for 2022.
It would be awesome. If they dropped like maybe a quarter of the stuff that was on this list.
Your list is kind of not very good, but there are a couple of things in there that were pretty cool. I would love to see them.
You just said it wasn't good. Okay, anyway, go on.
The majority of your list was not very good.
Okay. So you didn't like the coffee maker. You didn't.
I like the coffee maker.
You didn't like the jumper.
That's a good idea too.
Everything was.
All right, let's not let it. All
right,
let's not let a few facts get in the way of a good story here. Your list wasn't that good. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah. Let's not let a few facts get in the way of a good story. Your list wasn't that good.
A fact to one person is a lie to another person.
My list was 100 times better.
Yeah, okay. I'd say we just move it along because, this is not about us. This is about this.
I will tell you that Chaka Gillis hit with a $2 holla says, have to reiterate the fact that Ryobi is trash. What do you think about that?
I mean, hey, to each their own. Listen, some of the stuff they come out with, not great. Some of the stuff they did come out with, pretty good.
So Milwaukee said graphene batteries are used in RC cars and other RCs a lot. I knew that they used a pouch lithium. I was unaware that they used graphene. I find it very, very telling that we are seeing technology move from RC cars to power tools.
I believe the last time I talked to you, I was telling you about that. I stopped at a shop, just looking at RC cars for my kids. And
yeah,
I remember telling you that, they do that. That a lot of that technology is in the RC cars already.
Yeah. And
they're moving it over to this. But I remember telling you that.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just seeing this now. How did you make your picture bigger than mine here?
What do you mean?
In the stream, I'm seeing it here. Somehow you have made it so that you're much larger than I am.
You're running the stream.
No. I didn't do that part.
You're running the stream.
You did something.
I don't know what you're talking about. Because listen,
I could just see the way that you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. You do know what I'm talking about.
If you're having issues with your thing over there, whatever you're using that I can't see because you blocked me on it.
That's the other thing. Now
I asked you if I could screen share.
You said it earlier. You're like, oh. How come I can't see the chat? You can see the chat.
I asked you if I could screen share my own video. You said no. That's why you ran the video.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No. I would have loved to not have to do anything. I would have loved to just attend and had you ask me questions.
Let me ask you one question.
Before we do
Go
that.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Dave the Pious says maybe DeWalt might beat Milwaukee to a track saw. They already did, Dave the Pies. We appreciate the $2 holla. They beat them. They already beat them. Does DeWalt? You work very closely with DeWalt.
Everybody
Clark
does. Yeah.
Does DeWalt have a cordless? They do. They have a flex.
I believe they do. Yeah.
Yeah, they beat them.
Makita has one.
They beat them. And Gorlock with a $10 holla says, I want a Milwaukee cooking grill with accessories.
That's what I'm talking about. See, these people know, man. They know.
They're the coolest community on all the interwebs.
Well, after tool reviews on.
The toolies are pretty awesome.
They're not toolies. but
The Milwaukee said, yeah, I use RCs a lot and remember hoping for LiPo batteries in power tools years ago. It's good to see they're making. So my question was, though, where can I would love to be able to purchase graphene batteries now for RC.
I couldn't
This
even
way I could use them. Milwaukee, leave it in the chat or the comment section. Who's making the graphene batteries?
Yeah, but how expensive would that be too? I mean, with like a newer technology.
Brett has said, have you seen the Cat cordless tools? They use graphene batteries. I feel like that is all. I saw something about those Cat cordless tools. I feel that they're not. It's like virtualized. It's not real. It's not real.
It's like you mean like it's like a Photoshop?
It's like pie in the sky. Like they're working on it. They're going to realize it in like 2029.
It's like the Tesla Cybertruck that I keep hearing, but for some reason can never figure out when they're coming out with it.
Yeah, I don't believe it's real at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen,
Consumer Cave wants a walkie-talkie.
DeWalt has them. Listen, DeWalt has a lot of this stuff.
Can you think about what if you had to order a Milwaukee walkie-talkie? Yeah, like is that a tongue twister?
A Milwaukee walkie-talkie.
Yeah. David Krause wants a barbecue. Rick Washek says, how about a Milwaukee vegan cookie maker? That would be awesome.
No vegan. I don't understand.
The Builder's Garage is definitely a toolie because he said a Milwaukee thickness planer.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. They're
Howie Z dropped the link to the merch store. I will tell you that that's a great idea if you wanted to help out the channel because it's tough to make stuff like this happen. It's highly expensive to run things like this.
Yeah, and I didn't want to even do it. But I did it for the subs.
A way you could help out would be to go to the merch store. We have the Biddy Twister t-shirt. I don't know if you're aware, but I'll put a link to the Biddy Twister video where we test all kind of driver bits. It was and we commemorated it with a limited time Biddy Twister t-shirt.
What's the name of it?
The Biddy Twister. The Biddy Twister t-shirt. There's a whole bunch of other t-shirts as well. You can go on over to the merch store. It would help out the channel. It would be amazing.
Can I ask you one more question?
Hold on a second. Yeah, go. You set yourself back now to ask a question, and you made yourself bigger. Yeah, go ahead. Ask the question.
Is it true?
Can we be the same size?
No, I'm asking the question. I mean, I feel that you have done talk the entire way through this, and I really haven't got to say anything.
You know, the funny part is that I feel the same way.
I've been asking this question for the last 2 hours, and apparently I can't get it out.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it true? And
listen, I will apologize. I'm sorry that you feel that. I actually am hosting the stream, and I feel terrible that you feel that way.
I mean, yes. I thought the guests had carte blanche, but I mean, somebody had brought this to my end. Apparently, somebody pretty close to you asked, did you change your name from Vince to Vance legally for more stage presence?
No, there's no, I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just asking you what they said. They said your name was Vince.
My name is Vince.
So it's Vance.
No, right. It's Vince.
All right. Thank you, Vance, for clearing that up. A vegan's cookie's good. That's what I'm hearing.
My name is Vince, and you're here on our channel,
the Vegan Cookie's Good channel,
VCG Vince. Construction. I think that is unbelievably rude.
Oh yeah, the first time I've been rude. Sorry, I don't want to be rude. Okay, all right. Listen, this is obviously turning into what it usually turns into.
Wait. You, as you say it, you're smirking.
I didn't say anything. I just said
you're laughing about it.
I said thank you very much for having me on here. It was a great pleasure to be around your subscribers.
Wait a minute. Are you mocking? Are you mocking?
No, I am
community?
saying
You're laughing and saying it.
I am saying that it was nice to hear from your subscribers.
No. I see what you're doing. Listen, I've done nothing but literally, I've done nothing but praise and say how great the toolies are. All stream.
Not toolies.
We have a whole bunch of community that are they're both over at the Tool Review Zone, and they're a part of the Very Cool Gang. I don't know why you're cracking jokes. I will say this: I will not stand for you making fun of my community or cracking jokes.
I think it sounds pretty nice what I said. Of course, you're spinning everything like you're good at. I said it was very nice to hear from your subscribers, not so much, that.
Okay. You're saying you're being sincere? Because
I'm being sincere. It was nice to hear from your subscribers.
I'm just going to say.
Saying.
Listen, I had a great time the whole way through.
It was all right
until this point. I feel like you're throwing low blows and shots and making fun of the community.
So this, I'm just letting everybody know now. This is what happens. I say something nice. It was very nice to hear. I don't know how you can take that negatively. It was very nice to hear from the subscribers. And somehow I'm in this again.
Listen. I'm not trying to cut you off here.
My camera's dying anyway.
But here's the thing. I want to let you know that now you're saying what? You don't want to hear the response? You're saying your camera's dying?
I'm listening. I'm going to hear it anyway. I'm sure you'll make a video about it. Go on. I'm listening. Unless you're frozen. Are you froze over there?
I'm kind of frozen I'm kind of like, I can't, I feel like you're being serious. I can't tell if you're joking or you're serious right now.
I'm smiling. I'm being happy. I don't know what the issue is. And this is why it turns into this all the time that, I say something nice and I get made out to be a bad person.
No. I didn't say you're being a bad person.
You said it.
What I'm saying
I smile. So, okay.
Nah.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm making a sad face. Is that better? You want to see me sad? I think it's sad.
Now you're cracking jokes.
Yeah, now I'm cracking a joke because I was being happy and I left a compliment. And then again, you turn it into whatever. And this is why we can't do nice things. And all I wanted to do was be friends. And it just doesn't work out for some reason. I mean, I guess I'll see you there Monday. That'll be fun. And yeah, I'm being sarcastic. No, Tuesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. We'll see each other Tuesday. It'll be awesome.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the deal. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you sharing your list and talking it over. I will say I'm kind of a little disappointed in the way
I'm sorry you feel that way. I really, really am. Like I said, I want to be friends. I'm tired of this back and forth. It just doesn't.
I will say this. Instead of me I feel like you're being a little disrespectful to the community and such. I want to say I'm very thankful that we did this in advance of being at the event on Monday. Yeah.
I'm getting it out now.
Because now I know what to expect.
Yeah, me smiling and being polite.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, my camera's dying. I appreciate you having me on. Very cool gang.
So I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with us. I got to be honest with you. It seemed at the end, everything was great. I hope that all of you don't feel as disrespected as I did at the end for you. I feel so let me know down in the comments section if I took it the wrong way or if you felt that way. But I think otherwise it was a great stream. And I think that we went over some great stuff. I'm looking forward to the event on Monday. And let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think it was accurate? Do you think that Flint's list was accurate? Do you think it wasn't accurate? What should I expect? I think that I had some expectations already. I think that there's going to be a lot of things that weren't mentioned in Flint's list that are going to be released. And here's the deal. As soon as we have them and we know about them, you'll know about them if you get subscribed and tap the bell, because it's going to be awesome. I think I said Monday. I do mean Tuesday. Everything will be announced and released on Tuesday. Thank you so much, Dave the Pious. I'm sure that Flint will watch the replay and he will see that you dropped a $2 holla to say thank you to us. I also want to say a special thank you to everyone that monetarily contributed to the stream, because Verizon does not let us stream for free. They charge us a whole bunch of money, and all of your contributions help to make that happen. Let me see if I could read them. I cannot, but I know there's a whole bunch of you. Thank you. Rick Washek says, awesome show. We need more of this. Clint is actually awesome. He knows his. I will say that Clint does, and this is the reason why I continue to reach out to Flint. He does a great tool review. He does know his stuff. I just think he's a little sketchy. I don't know if he's. I feel like he's envious of the very cool gang, all of you, and he wants you all to be toolies. Listen, here's the deal. You make up your mind for yourself. There is a link in the description to get you over to his channel. Check him out. See what you think. Let me know in the comment section of this video. Am I reading it wrong? I want to know. Joseph Malinowski says, you're both great guys. We appreciate that. Milwaukee says, personally, I think he was being sincere. That's awesome. He said, Flint's a good guy. The Builder's Garage says, I would like to also see a Milwaukee cordless paint. That's a great idea. Hello, Joel Salazar. I also want to say a special thank you to the moderators for being here, helping to keep the chat G-rated, because everybody knows the best way to get from A to Z is to keep it VCG rated. Thank you, Gerlach, for your $5 holla. He says the Milwaukee fishing rod. I agree. A Milwaukee fishing rod would be terrific. You imagine, all you got to do would be reel it in at the very end. You could use the automated reel, the M18 reel, to reel it all the way up until the end. That would be great. All right, everybody. I appreciate you spending the time with me tonight and with Flint. Leave it down in the comment section below. If we were to do this style of video in the future, who would you like to have me have on? Who would you like to see me side by side with if I was to do interview style, or to have some of your favorite tool tubers on the stream? Who would it be? I want to know. Leave it below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope to see you all on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy, and you're here in the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.